Hey everybody, welcome back. We are finally in the garage this week. And this week's video is going to be a little bit unusual because I had zero time to do anything. With New Year's happening and work and all the life stuff, I spent zero time in the garage. So this is going to be one day's work. I think I'm going to get about 3 hours consistently here. And what we're going to do is take this one, which is the 1946 Chevy that we dug out of the field in Kansas. And we're actually going to use the cab, I don't know if that's considered the front cab corner, that bit of the truck, to repair the one that came out of the barn fire here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think it's a little bit crazy that that one sat in the ground in Kansas for at least 40 years, and that is not rusted out, and this one here is totally roached. So I'm going to get to work because I don't have that much time. I'm going to bring the camera in here real quick, and I'll show you the damage on this one and what we're going to salvage off of that one. So thanks for coming back. This is our build for the high-class trash build-off that's happening in 2027. So appreciate you coming. Leave some comments, and let's just get to work. All right, so this truck here clearly fits the definition of parts truck or donor truck. We pretty much have cut off everything that we need. I'm going to save some bits of this door as well. But what we're after is this little bit of the cab down here on both sides, actually, because if you look at the one that we're going to actually use for the build-off, I need to replace this. So we're probably going to come up, I don't know, 3-4 inches. We're going to go straight back. We're going to put a patch panel in there. It's going to need the same thing on the other side here. So again, just to refresh, we're building for the High Class Trash Invitational, and we are in the blue collar class. We're going to take this, we're going to make a crew cab out of it, and you can see the other cab back here resting. This is going to be the back half of the cab. There's our doors that we're extending and making longer, and this is our donor bit. So I am a total novice at this, so I hope you're not coming here to learn the technique, but you can watch me make mistakes, so maybe you don't make those same mistakes yourself. If you actually want to see someone who's good at this, go check out Carter Auto Restyling, maybe Fitzy's Fabrication, Half-Ass Customs, Make It Custom. All those channels are where you're actually going to see guys who know what they're doing. I'm really just documenting what I'm doing for the build-off. So anyways, I'm going to quit the chatter here, and we're going to get to cutting and fixing. All right, well, after some cutting and banging, this isn't nearly as nice as I thought it was. You can see we've got some see-through areas. Anyways, this will provide a better template, I think, to make our piece than this one right here. So I'm still going to use it as a template so that we can fix this thing up. Fortunately, have a lot of sheet metal around that we can make something like this. I do not have a shrinker stretcher to do any work like that. So I think that we're just going to use a flat piece of 18 gauge. We'll try and match this up as best we can with using this as a template. And then we'll use that over here, cut that out and repair that bit of this cab. So I don't have time to waste. I'm just going to get right to it. All right, well, all I did over there was I mocked this up a little bit. I was using the one off of that truck as a template. Um, I'm using Fitzy's fabrication technique for getting our bend in there. Again, I don't have a shrinker stretcher machine, so I kind of bent this on that black pipe that I have over there to get a little bit of the contour of the cab here on this piece. It also has a little bit of a front to back kind of curve like that. So then I traced out that curve onto this smaller piece. And I mean, it's not perfect, but a couple of things to consider. First off, it's good enough for government work. Second, I am building a rat rod, and I am also an amateur, so I think that my piece here is going to work fine. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to fill in between these. I'll also do some welds on the back there of this piece so that we can make this nice and solid here. We're also going to have to center our bolt hole for where the fender is going to go on here. And then what we'll do is we'll come back here, use this as a template right on the cab, and we will then do the old cut and butt technique to get this onto the cab there. So it's not bad progress. We're just going to keep moving ahead. All right, well, I finished up doing the welding and grinding on this. So here's our template that we cut off the other truck, because this one's pretty bad. It matches up pretty well. We're going to stick it on here, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold it on with some Clecos. You don't have to use Clecos, you can just use self-tappers. That's what I did for a while. You don't have to spend a lot of money on tools. You know, that's what Christmas and birthdays are for. That's where I got mine. So anyways, I'm going to secure this on there, and then we're going to do a cut and butt around the edge of it. I don't know if I'm going to use my grinder for that, or if I'm going to use my my little air tool. That one has a little bit of a thinner blade on it, and it might make the cut nicer. So what I'm going to do first is just secure this on here and hold it in place, clamp it on there, put the Clecos in, and then we are going to do the cut and butt. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Things are going fairly smooth, I think, for today. Again, just don't have much time to get work done. Too much of the real life stuff, you know, work and things like that. So I didn't get any chance, like I said, to come out here this week. So what I'm doing today is basically everything that's going to get done on this truck for an entire week. So I've been watching updates on the other builders on the ones that have YouTube channels that are in the build off. I'm watching some of the other builds and I'm pretty impressed. And I'm kind of worried too, because really at this point, we're like 2 months into it, and I've got this thing on a cart and got one door finished. So I've got a lot of work to do. I'm kind of worried about it. It's a good thing we've got until 2027 to actually get this build done. So whatever, just got to roll with it. So we're just going to put these Clecos in here. I don't know, I pulled 4 out, so. If you've never used a Cleco, they're pretty handy. Basically, you drill the hole, put the little doodad in there and let go of the thing, and it kind of holds it on there, clamps it in place. It is basically like your third hand when you're working. So, again, this is just my documentation of my build. I'm not an expert on this at all. I just do this for fun, as a hobby. So if you're actually looking to learn and be, get a lesson, there are other guys out there who are excellent. absolutely recommend watching. Like I said, Fitsies, make it custom, half-ass customs. Rat Rod Bob, Rat Rods for Africa. All you guys are the inspiration for me learning how to do this. And actually, I should say the other builders that are doing videos and stuff, Simon Says, Ratworks, guys like that. It's going to be super cool to meet some of these guys in person, to see what they're building. And it's just cool to be a part of this build-off. So, and again, Jeremiah's the dude putting everything together, so that's pretty awesome. So, all right, let's see if that holds. Okay. All right, so we've got our patch panel kind of thing on there. So we'll make a cut. We will then do a cut and butt and weld it in there. Looks pretty good. All right, well, per the usual arrangement, we made an entire disaster area down here, but we did get our patch panel in there. Quite honestly, it's not really going to matter if you how it looks, honestly, because you can see where the fender is going to go. This is more just for structure underneath of it. We have to center a bolt hole. I think I'll wait till the fender is back in here so we can kind of line up where that's supposed to go. Did the old cut and butt there, had to make a little piece for the corner here because I burned through that a couple times. So anyways, it looks pretty good, I think, for what it is. It's not perfect, but I wasn't expecting it to be. You know, I'm honestly just learning this as I go. It's kind of still wavy. I mean, if you wanted it to be perfect bodywork, you wouldn't want me doing it. But that's my quick Friday afternoon update for the high-class trash build. So I got to get to a basketball game. If you have comments, that's great. Tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can do it better next time, because we have to fill in this side. Again, this one over here is total train wreck as well. So we got to repeat this over here. And then eventually, of course, we got to match this cab with that cab and make a crew cab. All right. Well, I got to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.